So my good friend in Australia, Tony Hallam, reminded me of a magazine that I made the cover of. Now, this is from July 1986, and I don't even know how I ended up in here, but 1986, Rad Gallery. And there I am, skateboard insanity. Yeah, skateboard insanity, whatever that may be. Yeah, insanity is the locomotion trunks. That's insane. Yeah, those are horrible. But I've got. What's funny is that here's in the contents page. I got the little image there. But the article, the skateboard alternative, a lot more than a bunch of guys nicknamed Mr. Hate. Mr. Hate. That's me, Mr. Hate. So, I don't know how I ended up in this BMX magazine, but there's some good stuff in here. Actually, I'm gonna find. Wait, where did he go? Before I go into the skateboard stuff, for BMX guys, here's a guy named Mike Dominguez that I saw him ride at the Upland Pipeline in the combi pool along with Eddie Fiola. And Mike Dominguez is kind of a fearless kid guy. So in '86, before things went completely crazy, I remember watching him at the Del Mar skate ranch in the Del Mar half pipe with no flat bottom and just kind of unforgiving. But he was trying in, probably right around the 85, 86. He was trying 540s, 540 airs in the half pipe, just trying to figure out how to get all the way around and just piling every single time. And then he would just get up, dust himself off and try it again and just crash really hard. And definitely way before people were doing 540s. It's just like they seem like a setup for the BMX guys now. But anyway, yeah. So Mike Dominguez in the mid 80s just going, I want to do a 540 air and just pummeling himself over and over again. I think he eventually got them, but there's no way, not like a skateboard. You can kind of kick the board away and get away from it. The bike, you're kind of committed. You got to go. So anyway, let's find the skateboard alternative article. It's somewhere in here. Eddie Fiola. Sorry. And another side note, Eddie Fiola was the first person I ever saw do airs that high, like well over that fence, in that horrible bowl too. So it's suddenly become BMX talk. Okay, it's in here somewhere. Maybe it's towards the back. They've relegated us to the back because we're skateboarders. There we are. The skateboard alternative. We'll start with Gary Sanderson, the skate family. So Gary Sanderson, his brother Eric Sanderson, who rode for Powell in the 80s, and their sister Michelle Sanderson also rode for Powell. But Gary rode for Madrid. This is the stuff that kills me. So here's a picture of Chris Miller, and they called it an ollie, no hand air, but it's obviously just a horrible picture taken really late, and he's just in this awkward position. But anyway, hey, editors sometimes, right? So here's the skateboard stuff. There I am doing the method air, a late shot of a 1 foot air. I will call it an anti-judo. You can call it frigid, call it what you want. And then a sad plant. But anyway, so the reason I'm showing you this is if you look really closely, you can kind of see, hold it, you can kind of see some stickers on the bottom. Sort of, kind of. Anyway, let's take a look at that board. And here it is, in all its unglorious glory. So this would be circa 1986 It's a Lance Mountain shape. And so this was the first board I got from Powell that had the new and improved concave. And it's just a very thick maple board. And I just drew a really horrible skate image on there. But so yeah, at the time it was Northfleet. And I don't know why I'm wearing those. I thought those were Locomotion shorts. Maybe they're Northfleet. Anyway, and then just some stickers on there. Of course, got to have the giant Carlsbad Pipeline sticker because we love Witt's Carlsbad Pipelines. And yeah, unlike the orange Caballero board that I talked about a while back, this thing weighs a ton. Yeah, just really thick maple. It almost looks like it has 8 plies instead of 7. I don't know, it's thick plies. But so this was the first of that concave, and I have a feeling that this is kind of answering my question about why I was riding that purple Lester board that I talked about a while back. Because as you can see, this thing is kind of falling apart. It doesn't even have the same shaped tail anymore. And the nose looks okay. Nose is a little chewed up. But mostly the tail on both sides was falling apart. And but they didn't have anything for me yet. So I'm riding this as long as I possibly can. And I think that's how, when Lester was going to switch over to his little prototype shape, he said, well, you can ride this one. And that ended up riding that purple one for like a week or two until I could get the another board from Powell, which I ended up taking to Germany. And I talked about that board too a while back. So you have to find that. You just have to go back and find that in my skateboard show and tell. Another interesting thing, though, I noticed that, okay, I know I re-drilled the holes for the front truck because I wanted more nose, but it looks like I wanted more tail too. And I re-drilled it for more tail. And again, I have no idea what the wheelbase is. It seems like that would have been the important thing to know, but no, it's like, no, I want more nose and more tail. And I guess I wanted a 7-inch tail or something. But anyway. So yeah, it's that's the board. I'm riding there. And yeah, that's about it. It doesn't really have anything notable, I don't think, other than that. So, but thank you, Tony Hallam, for reminding me that I still own that skateboard, which is right here, and that I actually was able to find the magazine in my archives. Translates to cardboard box in the garage. Yeah, so I think this is the missing link between that purple thing that I rode for a week and then the blue thing I took to Germany and ended up on the German magazine cover. So yes, 1986, Lance Mountain, new concave, and I still have it. I guess that's why I kept it, because it was in that magazine. Maybe. I don't know.